Hello, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Friday Night is Organ Music Night, live from Gartshore Gang headquarters. And I hope everything is working because my monitor isn't. There's always something, isn't there? However, this seems to be working, that seems to be working. Let's see, you're dancing in the chat. That's fine, that means you heard that. A wonderful piece of music. We had that a long time ago. I wish the band would play a lovely waltz to get things going this evening. Let me just quickly check if I can do something with my monitor here. Maybe it just needs a kick. Hold on, and bang. Yep, there you go, see? Hit it. Hit it with a stick and it will suddenly get better again. Yes, we're running. We're distributing bits and bytes into the Ethernet and it's working. Splendid. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday night. It's Organ Music Night. And can you believe, oh my goodness, can you believe it's been a week since the boys were here, since Aaron and Jerry were here, alphabetically. Jerry flew home to sunny Ohio a couple of days ago. He's been working again for the last 2 days, poor guy. Sorry, Jerry. And Aaron, as we speak, has just left Atlantic water and he is now back over the North American mainland. He's flying home to Los Angeles today. And as we speak, I just checked, Big Brother is watching. I checked, the plane just left the water and it's just over the top of Newfoundland, or however you pronounce it properly. That wonderful route that that planes take these days. They sort of fly over Greenland and then over the very, very north of Canada. Exciting stuff indeed. Now, tonight's concert is entitled, let me read it there, Why Do I Play the Organ? I had quite a few questions or emails and various communications over the past little while saying, of all the instruments you could have chosen to play, why was it the organ? Well, I don't just play the organ. So tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about why on earth I have decided to play this bizarre instrument, what it means to me and all those of you out there, and we will take it from there. Now, a lot of people, obviously, when they think of the organ, they associate it with church music. Well, the organ came quite late to the church, let's not forget. And actually, hold on, let's get in the back here. There's a rather nice piece of music that I spotted earlier. See if I can find it again. 400 and it's here somewhere. Hold on. Lovely tune I haven't played for 110 years at least. Now, of course, I can't find it because I closed the book because I'm an idiot. Why do I do these things? Because I'm an idiot. No, and yes, the organ came quite late to the church. It started out, believe it or not, as an instrument of entertainment. And that's one of the main reasons that I love playing the organ, because it always has been an instrument of entertainment. And while a lot of people nowadays associate it, obviously, with... Why can't I find this bloody tune? Nope. Right, sod it. I'm going to look it up in the index. What was the name of it? Something with W. Anyway, never mind. Right, let's get in here. Index of tunes. Anyway, and here we go. Alphabetical index of tunes. There we are, 467. I was in the right area, I just didn't see it for some bizarre reason. I'm blind as well as stupid. There it is. And that's one of the reasons I always loved the music, or loved playing the organ, because it can do absolutely everything. It really can do absolutely everything. And if you're an organist who was brought up in a certain way, then you are able to play around with things as well. You don't just play what's written on the page, you sort of play around with it. So let me do that. I'm going to take this tune. The tune is entitled Wurlitzer. And the words of this would be, through all the changing seams of life, in trouble and in joy. You get the idea. And yeah, it's true. This instrument has accompanied me through all the changing scenes of life. So there you are. So that's why I chose this one. This sounds something like this. Isn't that lovely? You can do so many wonderful things with an organ. That's why we love doing these things. Oh, splendid, splendid. Oh, Jim, thank you very much indeed. What are they called again? Super chats, apparently they're called. Thank you, Jim. Very kind indeed. Now, I need to pop something here in the chat so that I don't get into trouble. There it is. And then I can do this and pin it as well. Oh, now, you spotted I was talking in the middle of that. Yes. It's one of those nights tonight. I'm not very happy about it because I'm very, very tired. I'm absolutely exhausted. It's been a very, very long week, and our little bundle of joy is definitely going through a growth spurt at the moment. So sleepless nights, incredible sleepless nights. On top of that, mountains of snow. And apparently in most of your parts of the world as well, where the majority of you are, obviously not cameratim.com, but the majority of you out there, everyone's dealing with a modicum of snow or otherwise. But the management, well spotted Ian, the management have decided that tonight is going to be one of those 25 tickets and I have to sight read something. And she's got something long, she says, whatever that means. 13 pages, she said. It's 13 pages. So if we get our 25 tickets of Magnificent, then I will be playing a sight reading 13 pages of something long, apparently. So let's find out what that's all about. Right, evening all, Happy New Year if we haven't spoken to you already. Let's see who's here so far. Julian Castro is here from Shreveport. Hello. I always wanted to go to Shreveport, but I never made it. I actually haven't really been down to that part of the States, ever. Which is weird, because I used to play with bands who were. Urza is here. Hello, Urza, and thank you very much. A secret parcel arrived in the post today from Urza Mile, and I am not allowed to open it until next Wednesday. Why? What's next Wednesday? It's my birthday. And we're going to have a birthday concert. We're going to do a live stream on Wednesday night. The management has also decided. Last year, it was my 50th birthday, which means this year it's my 17 times third birthday. You get the idea? 17 times 3. Anyway, there we are. So I'm not allowed to open the present until Wednesday, but something arrived in the post today. So that's rather exciting. So thank you, Urza. It's here. So I'm not allowed to open it till then. Casey is here. David is here. Dominic is here. Wolfgang is here. Ian is here. Gerald is here. Cam is here. Opus is here. Raz is here. Alexander is here. Jez is here. Dan is here. Jeffrey Ford is here. Hello from Northwick Park Hospital. Oh, good heavens, I hope you're doing well. Xing Shang Chong is here, and thank you for your lovely email. I got a lovely email from, I'm not allowed to say real names, am I? I got a lovely email from Xing Shang Chong the other day because we met last Sunday when Aaron and Jerry, alphabetically, were still here. We all performed at a church service together in the area, and he came along to see us and spoke absolutely perfect English to the two of them, and yeah, we were all wonderfully amazed and very pleasantly surprised. Dominic is here. Jez is here. Who else is here? Jim is here. We know Jim is here because he's been generous already. Thank you, Jim. Adrian is here. Who else is here? Who else is here? It's all the same people in the chat so far. Anyone else? Camera Tim. I knew Tim was here, so hi Tim, how are you doing? Julian Cleek is here. Good evening to Julian Cleek. That's lovely that you are here too. Thank you very much. You are here. Who else is here? Who else is here? Must be more people. Mike King is here. Tmnazaz 480 is here. Hello, Tmanaz 480. We need real names, or at least readable names. Otherwise, I do that with them. Willie Galloway is here. Hello. Ticket, thumbs up, and coffee. What could be better? You come and play for me then. that I would think might be good fun. Dylan is here. Good evening, Dylan. Gerhard is here. Buonasera. John Castle is here. Matt Leach is here. Hi, Matt Leach. That's lovely that you're here too. Splendid. California is here. Yellowbird is here. Hello. Add the graphics. What graphics? I don't know, but there they are. Anonym is here. Anonymous. Gosh, so many people. This is exciting. Any new faces since we... Room 360. I'm not reading this. I'm just running through. Klimaschützer 01 is here as well. That's... Oh, you haven't been here for a long time. Hello. I need new glasses. Markus Magermans, wonderful name. Good evening to you. Philip Augustine, did we say hi, Philip Augustine? That's lovely that you're here too. Ian Laver is still here. Jerry is here. Hello, Jerry. A very snowy Ohio. Greetings back from a very snowy Vestergaard. Oh, Jerry's there. That's good. Lots of snow over there. David Cook is here. Am I streaming tonight with low latency? I just saw myself wave 2 seconds after I did it. We're on low latency tonight by the looks of it, ladies and gentlemen. Blue-eyed cat is here. Hello. Right, let's wander down. Alex Mikael is here. Oh, hold on. Stop. It just jumped. I wish it wouldn't do that. Why did it jump? There we are. Alex Mikael is here. Charles Reardon is here. Hello, Charles Reardon. Alex Mikael is still here. Larry Brenzinger is here. Hello, Larry. Magic Mike, the mechanic, is here. Mike, hi. Greetings to you in Kansas. How much snow do you have in Kansas, Mike? That's interesting. Yeah, Mike is snowed under in Kansas, as far as I know. Elam is here. Hello. Oh, this is exciting. A huge international group. Oh, I love it. We're doing well tonight. Nancy is here from Chicago. I think I'll play that later. Joe is here. Joe Humans is here. Joe is back home. Joe is doing well. Joe is back together again, mending, and Joe's doing well. And I got a lovely message from Marie earlier this evening, because it was Marie's birthday 2 days ago. And we played, 2 days ago. 2 days ago? Yes, 2 days ago on Wednesday. And we put up a little video for Marie on her birthday. Wolfgang König is here. Kevin Monteith is here. Hello. Monteith, is that French for these things? Monteith. Probably not. Right, are we pretty much up to date? I think we're pretty much up to date. Fix Mix 78. Dave Delahaye is here. Hi, Dave Delahaye. Oh, you're back, and you're back with a vengeance. Wonderful. Good. Any messages here? Yeah. How are we doing? Splendid. Magic Mike, our snow melted yesterday. Snows again on Monday. Ooh. Okay, well, good luck with that over there. Well, at least you get a weekend free. Next week will be warm over here in Germany, so all the snow will disappear. That will be the end of that. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it's snowing all around the world, which means I get to play certain snowy pieces of music. The Christmas season is over. The Christmas music has disappeared from the charts, but we can still play snowy music, can't we? Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And if I was doing the full Dean Martin tonight, this would not be see-through. It would be slightly darker. Exciting stuff. Lovely, lovely. Never meet your heroes, they say. I would have loved to have met Dean Martin. That would have been wonderful. All the way back then. Right, what's happening over here then? Oh my goodness me, what's going on here? We have a ticket or two already. Gosh, that's not good. That means I have to work. Who have we got tickets from? We've got a ticket from Werner. Thank you very much, Mr. Werner. That's very kind. Who's this? Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. Who's this? Who's this? David Stevens. Thank you very much, David. That's very kind of you indeed. Right, who have we got here? Gosh, Alexander. For some reason, Google links these together. Pints for two. Willie Galloway, where the hell do you get pints at those prices? Where do you get down the British Legion, I suppose? I don't know. Where do you get pints at those prices? Certainly not in my part of the world. William Galloway, thank you very much indeed for your ticket. Oh, stop. Someone else in there. Who else have we got in here? Jerry Martin, thank you very much, Jerry Martin. Ian Lavery, thank you very much, Ian Lavery. And Jörg W. from Switzerland, thank you very much to you. That's very kind, thank you. And another one, just as I speak, who's that? Christian. Right, who's counting, ladies and gentlemen? Let's get our county people. Hold on, who's counting here? Here's a live request. Oh yeah, we can do that, definitely. Charles Reardon from a very snowy Virginia has just requested something. I will do that right now. What's going on here? Uza has just sent a rather interesting thing as well. Suggested names for our new broccoli friend here. Well, we'll have a look at that momentarily. Right, how many tickets? Oh, stop. As I speak, here's another one. Is it another one from Jerry on behalf of Aaron? Right, Aaron wants me to sight read. Why is Aaron even watching? He's on an aeroplane over North America somewhere. That's it these days. That's it these days. You can do things online these days. Right, how many tickets have we got so far? 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, we're up to 10. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 10 and counting. 10 and counting. Why is it not counting for me here? It should be. There we are. There we have them. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Right, we've got 10 tickets, ladies and gentlemen. 15 to go. 15 to go. And by the way, one person buying 25 €1 tickets doesn't count per person. Right, exciting stuff. So Aaron's watching as well. Good evening, Aaron, or good afternoon. How are things flying above North America? Are you in the chat, actually? You might be. Might be. Are you in the chat? No. Oh, hold on, let me check my mobile phone. There's probably messages coming in here. Yes, Aaron is writing messages to me here. I'm going to ignore that one. That is not repeatable in public. Anyway, right. A piece of music. Charles Reardon requested this, and this is lovely. This is one of my old Gershwin favorites. I played this on a recording years ago, and it sounded fun at the time. We were playing around on a very fancy organ, and I was turning the music into sort of various things. But we can turn it into all sorts of things. That's the beauty of the organ. That's why I chose to play the organ. You can do a million things with it. As we speak, ladies and gentlemen, yet another. Oh my goodness, yet another. Oh, this is Joe with a Christmas ticket, since you missed it. Thank you, Joe. That's very kind indeed. That's right. Well, that still counts towards tonight. So we're up to 11 now, ladies and gentlemen. All right, 11 and counting. Let's go back to the chat so I can see what you're up to. For Charles Reardon, fascinating rhythm. fascinating rhythm, I think. Something like that. For Charles Reardon, a very spontaneous one. Oh, thank you very much indeed. Gosh, I'm exhausted. Oh, what's this? Another Joe Humans. Does this count? I don't know. Ooh, we'll think about it. A Christmas present for Vanessa. Gosh, that's exciting. A Christmas present for the Bundle of Joy. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you, Joe. That's very kind of you. Shall we count that? Yeah, let's count that for a change. Normally when Joe does that, we don't count, but we will. Joe's gone through a lot of late. So, what are we up to? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, 12 to go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Fun and Games. Right, now a little bit of chat because that was quite tiring. I'm exhausted, I'm thirsty, and I'm full. Vanessa cooked the most amazing evening meal tonight. We had, he said, the old Frank Sinatra thing now, coming back. Cheers. We eat a lot of pasta in this household, and tonight was no exception. But tonight we had wonderful. We had a very rare thing. Vanessa doesn't normally like spicy food, so we had pasta with lots of chilies tonight. Mild chilies, admittedly. I added my own fire-breathing chilies later, but never mind. So we had that, and we had it in a sort of a creamy tomato sauce with huge pasta lumps and spinach and I don't know, you name it, all the works. It was lovely. Oh, it was lovely, but it's sitting here working its way. And yeah, definitely getting them. So anyway, back to tonight's title. Why do I play the organ? Well, why do I play the organ? Yeah, I suppose a long time ago, I put out a video. This is a very long time ago. This was right at the beginning of the channel. I put out a video. You know, I can't remember exactly what we were talking about, but we eventually came up with the theory that organists love playing the organ because they can do that. And it can scare the living daylights out of people, which is great fun. And as you can imagine, scaring the living daylights of people musically is definitely great fun. However, the older I get, the more I actually prefer this kind of thing. Let me get my headphones. The more I prefer this kind of thing, you know, where it's the difference, the dynamic range of the organ. So you've got that huge loud sound here, but at the same time you've got this just absolute insanely quiet, soft, shimmery sound. Which is just, and I think that's more, in a way, deafening, because you've got that lovely shimmery, deadly silent sound, but that rumble down in the bottom and the pedals there. I'm playing that with my feet. There's a picture of my foot with my tiger socks. Is that tiger socks today, or is that lion socks? Lion socks today. And I'm playing that note down there, that bottom E flat. See that? And I'm pressing on a digital recreation of a pipe that would be roughly 32 feet long. So it's actually about 30 feet at that point. If I move down here, there you are. You can hardly hear that. But if you're on good headphones or a good speaker system, you will definitely be able to feel that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is one of the biggest and best reasons to play the organ. You don't just listen to it, you don't just see it, but you feel it, and you feel it deep down in your organs, your own internal organs. You can feel it rumbling around in there. And I think that's the beauty of playing the organ. And you can play any kind of music on it. Like I say, the organ started out as an instrument of entertainment in amphitheaters. Gerald Long, thank you, Gerald, that's fine, thank you very much. We're up to 14. Started out, like I say, as in amphitheaters, theaters, whatever, and then throughout history it just remained a sort of an instrument of entertainment, believe it or not. It was one person, or if someone's doing the bellowy things, one person can be doing some playing, and it makes a fair old racket, so you can entertain a lot of people with one instrument. Otherwise you would need a whole band of players, And if you're paying for that, oh gosh, it's easier to pay for one person than it is to pay for a whole band. Ask me, I know. And then over the years, people came up with the idea, well, hold on a minute, why don't we use these things in churches as well? Get the singing going, big sound, everyone can sing along, and one person can perform. Perfect. The same thing happened in the early 20th century when cinemas arrived on the scene, and silent films needed to be accompaniment. A piano was a bit too weedy on its own. An orchestra was far too expensive, and they needed to have a score. You can't have an entire orchestra improvising, so they came up with the idea of, let's return the organ to the entertainment world. The organ went back into the amphitheater, or in this, the movie theater, and one person could improvise around for the silent movie score, etc., etc. The history of film music has got to do with the organ, believe it or not, which links us nicely to our friend Aaron, who is flying home tonight. I think we'll play Flying Home. Shall we play Flying Home? Let's play Flying Home. A wonderful old number. Flying Home, that's an old sort of Ella Fitzgerald number. It's actually, it's what's his name on the bottle tops, what's his name? Lionel Hampton, that's the one. Anyway, right, so yeah, and the organ is so important in music history generally. Amazing thing. Where am I going? I'm looking for F, and I can't find it. There we are. FL. Is it even in here? Flying Home. Da, 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 do, 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 da, do, do, ba. Wonderful piece of music. Doesn't do very much. Great fun indeed. Lionel Hampton, Benny Goodman, and somebody called DeLange. I wonder who DeLange was. DeLange. The Brown Book of Magnificence is coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. This is dedicated to our friend Aaron, who is, as we speak, flying home. Flying home, coughing up as well. Flying home for our friend Aaron, who is literally flying home. Fun, fun, fun. On the same page is that wonderful 1950s piece of music called Fly Me to the Moon. And no, we're not going to do that. That would be definitely a different thing there. So there we are. So those are the exciting things about playing the organ, as much as I see it. What's going on here? Let's have a look. Who have we got here? Oh gosh, hold on a minute. Oh, what's been happening here? I missed some. Who's this? This is this bloody thing. It's annoying. Right, there's Gerald Long. Jez. Thank you, Jez. That's very kind. Dominic Eckard as well. Closer to the inevitable, he says. One closer to the inevitable. Well, thank you, sir. That's very kind. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh my goodness, 9 to go. This is not boding well. Not boding well. Oh, I said, there was a different request for Aaron. Cam put in a request for Aaron. That's not a bad little idea. Oh, I see. Hold on. We have, ladies and gentlemen, we have evidence. We have evidence, ladies and gentlemen. I have to show you this. How does this work again? Let me quickly do this. We have evidence, ladies and gentlemen. Evidence is always good. We need evidence. The world is nothing without evidence. This, ladies and gentlemen, is proof that our friend Aaron is actually flying home. Here he is. That's his view at the moment, apparently. There you are. That's his view from an aeroplane window. Well, I suppose it's a good thing that he's sitting next to an aeroplane window and not next to an aeroplane door. Apparently that's the in thing at the moment. I'm not going to say anything about that. That's naughty. Anyway, there we have it. So there we are. So congratulations on his way home. Oh, I want to fly around the world again. I think that would be really exciting. One day. Right, for a minute. Back to here. I'm not very good at my stuff tonight. So yes, we had a different request there for Aaron. So let's get that over and done with before I forget. I'm in a very forgetful mood at the moment. And this was not Lionel Hampton, but kind of close to Lionel Hampton. Lionel Hampton played a lot of music with a guy called Teddy Wilson. Is this even in here is the question, of course. It probably isn't, actually. It probably isn't in here. Ooh, it isn't in here. Ooh, so we'll have to... I'm going to have to... No, it's not in here. Cam, if you can find it as a PDF, send it over. And then we'll get it in there quickly. Right, I'll tell you what then. Change of subject. The Brown Book of Magical Magnificence. Now, out in the world of church music, there are all sorts of wonderful little corners of the world. For example, there's Anglican church music. If you're a member of the Anglican Church and you visit cathedrals or big churches from time to time, you will enjoy the wonderful Anglican music, evensong, choral evensong, where the choir sing, the organ plays, and it's just absolutely delicious. The Magnificat and Nunc Dimittis from composers like Herbert Howells, Charles Villiers Stanford, George Dyson, all of those wonderful things. Oh, yes, Thomas Tertius Noble, all these wonderful pieces of music. So the Anglican world of music. In America, the Baptist hymns, the amazing Baptist hymns, absolutely wonderful music, and just wonderful stuff. In Germany, I suppose, you get the old Lutheran hymns, which made it all around the world as well, and things like that. Back to the Anglican world, Anglican chant, wonderful stuff. No, I'm not going to. If you know what I was going to do there, then you know what I was going to do. Anyway, I'm not going to. But there's a little corner of the world that not very many people get to know about. Music. Now, we're talking musically here, and I'm only talking about the music. I'm not getting involved in any other parts of what's going on here. But the music of the Jehovah's Witnesses, believe it or not, is stunning. It's absolutely stunningly amazing. And our friend Gleis Wanderer, who's a friend and member of the Gartshore gang, sent me all the music connected to the Jehovah's Witnesses a while back, all these hymns and things connected to that. Now, sadly, we don't know who wrote any of these hymns, because there is not a single mention of everything in here. And the idea behind it is, of course, these people should not be singled out, because we're all doing this together for God's great glory and all that, which is fine. But it would be nice to know who these people are and shake their hands and give them a big hug and say, oh my God, that's amazing. And here's a perfect example. We're running through this book chronologically, kind of, and tonight we're at number 53. I think we're at 53, but I'm going to play from number 53 anyway, and it's called, I've no idea how you would translate this. If you fancy doing it for me, then please do Mehrung der Theokratie. Gosh, that sounds amazing, doesn't it? Sounds almost Greek. Anyway, and it's one of those pieces of music that it really should be a march. You'll see why. So get your marching boots out, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see what we can do with this. Isn't that a wonderful, happy piece of music? There's something about that, isn't there? I don't know what it is. The way it's written as well, the 4 parts, those are the harmonies that are written in the book. This is, Mirabelos says, this is wow. And you're right, it is. It's absolutely wow. I love the harmonies because it does this. Boom, 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 boom. I just love that. And that's the way it's written in the book. That's not me making that up at all. That's the way it's, this is actually how it's written in the book. And so on and so on. That's how it's actually written in the book. That wasn't me. I just added That's all I did. It's magic. I know you're not allowed to say magic if you're talking about the Jehovah's Witnesses, but I don't care. It's magic. That music is magic. There's a magical element to it. And anyone can take me up on that if they want. I don't care. I don't do political correct. You can all sod off. That's what I say about political correctness. Anyway, there we have it. Aren't we wonderful? Musicians are an ecumenical bunch, aren't we? Yes, we are. We love all music. That's the thing. And we don't worry about all the other stuff. We just worry about the music and enjoy it. Right, Cam, have you sent me a score? Have you? Have you? I don't know if he has. Who dis? It's Dave Delahaye. Chan, 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 chan. Boo! So what's happening here? Right. What? Good God. 1st of February, right, it's his birthday coming up and he's asked for a piece of music. Right, I used to be able to play that. I'd have to practice it. Let me see if I can find it. Joe has come up, all right, Joe is back. Joe has come up with an amazing request. Can I work that out? Let's see if I can work that out. Ooh, now at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, we've had some folks contributing to our wish list. There are 2 items currently on the wish list, or 2 items remain on the wish list over on Buy Me a Coffee. And we're saving up for all sorts of things. Actually, I'm going to Cologne tomorrow. I'm going shopping tomorrow. I actually have to go and return something. Before Christmas, this is quite funny, before Christmas I ordered some of the things that were on the wish list, and I ordered them from a shop in Cologne called the Music Store. In the Music Store they do all sorts of music equipment, like recording equipment, studio equipment, that kind of thing. And I ordered some stuff that was on the wish list, and most of it arrived, but one thing didn't. Now, the one thing that didn't arrive was a microphone bar. So if you have 2 microphones, you put them on a bar thing on the microphone stand. And to make some wonderful stereo recordings, you use a nice wide bar, especially if you've got fancy, expensive microphones like what we now do. So I ordered this wide bar, and instead of that, they sent me a music stand. The kind of thing you see, in an orchestra, people with, the violinists with a music stand in front of them. They sent me one of those. So I called them up and says, oi, that's not what I ordered. And they just laughed and said, well, you can send it back or you can come by and swap it. And I rather foolishly said, oh, don't worry, I'll come by. I want to get some more stuff anyway. And then Christmas happened, and then all the other things happened after Christmas that happen after Christmas. And a few personal things happened as well. So we didn't make it up to Cologne. So we're going to go tomorrow. So we're going tomorrow. So who knows, maybe by tomorrow. Hint, hint, hint. Maybe by tomorrow. Anyway, never mind. Right, that's enough of that. How are we doing on the old TikTok? And when I say TikTok, I don't mean that horrendous social media rubbish. I mean our tickets. And no new tickets since we last spoke. Splendid. So we're at 12, 13, 14. We're still at 16. And that's including 3 from Joe. So technically we're at 13, but I'll let you off with that. We're at 16. Neil, hello Neil Figueroa. What was the name of that hymn again? Mehrung der Theokratie, number 53 in the Brown Book of Magnificence. Did anyone translate that for us? Probably not. Probably not. Anyway, never mind. It's a wonderful piece of music, isn't it? Wonderful piece of music. Yes, the Brown Book of Magnificence. So on Sunday we will be looking at number 54, which is entitled Wir müssen heilig sein. We must be holy. Da-dee, da-dee, da-da, ya-dee-dee. And it's a waltz. So there you are. So we had a march tonight, and it's going to be a waltz in the next time. Right, so this is good. Mirabilos, I sent you a link to the PDFs of the English versions of these some time ago. Never got it. I will say thank you, but I never got it. That would have been amazing, so I never got that. But if you still have it, then send it over. Gosh, never got it, but thank you. Right, Cam, we're still looking for the PDF version of what you were asking for. Can I quickly find it? Let's find it. I've got my computer right beside me, so why don't I see if I can find it? Oh, wrong key. Bloody hell, what a horrible key that is. Let's not do that. Oh, hold on, what's that? Ooh. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, here's an interesting piece of kit. I've just found an entire book of good things. I love the internet. The internet is so wonderful. Let me go back to this. If I now go to my, this is where fun really begins. I click this, I send it to, oh no I don't, damn it. I'm good at technical stuff, as you can tell. This is why I want to play the organ. You don't need to be technically talented to play the organ, believe me. All you need are 2 hands and 2 feet and half a brain. That will do. That will do. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's wait for that to import over here, and then I will play that little request. In the meantime, I shall do some diddling about. I love diddling about, and let's diddle about on, actually let's diddle about on an old Scottish hymn tune, and let's diddle about very quietly while that does its thing. Right, are you going to do your thing? Come on, do your thing. Hop, 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 hop. Let me close it and then start it again, and then maybe it'll do its thing. Is it going to do its thing? It's thinking about it. It's synchronizing. That's good. So there it is. Ha! Splendid. Anyway, right, let's dig in here and find the one we want. It should be round about there. And there it is. Right, let's come back to that in a second. A Scottish hymn, ladies and gentlemen, from a Scottish organist at an international concert based somewhere in Germany. Another reason to play an organ. Wonderful stuff. Stefan, thank you very much indeed. An extra. Are we up to now? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. And how are we doing for time? We have half an hour to go, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't know, hold on. Let me mute this for a minute. Okay, the piece of music in question is very long. It's in various pieces. It's in various parts. Yes, I know you can't hear me. I was talking to the missus. Because she knows what it is and I don't, you see. This is the big problem. So I really don't know. Okay, but we're looking good. We don't do it. So that's fine by me. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have this. A piece of music requested by Cam for... again, Aaron, who's flying home tonight, and this is from the pen of Nat King Cole himself, believe it or not, and Irving Mills. Irving Mills was quite a character. Irving Mills published music for a lot of black musicians back in the day, including Duke Ellington for a while as well, until Duke Ellington worked out that he was just taking the piss, basically, and unfortunately, that's what Mr. Irving Mills was doing for rather a lot of time. He was earning quite a lot of money from the rights of these things, and the musicians involved themselves weren't. The age-old story of musicians being fleeced by publishers, managers, blah, 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 you name it. So, the usual story. Let's straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Oh, oh, oh. Good fun. I used to play in a band. I used to play in many bands. I used to play in a band. We were based in Cologne. So this was during my German times. We called ourselves, this was great, we called ourselves the Cologne Swing Assembly, which I thought was a wonderful name, CSA, the Cologne Swing Assembly. And it was a bunch of, at the time, most of them were students at the Music Academy in Cologne. I wasn't. I was just this old duffer hanging about like a bad smell. But I was on piano. I was their Teddy Wilson kind of thing. The guy running it was a clarinetist who loved the old music of Benny Goodman, and we had an amazing bottle top player, you know, vibraphone. I call it the bottle top, milk bottle tops. I call it that kind of thing. But anyway, this guy called Matthias, an amazing vibraphone player, absolutely fantastic. We had a very good drummer, very good bassist. We had a couple of guitarists. Our second guitarist, Johannes, was wonderful. He could play some amazing sort of, amazing solos, but he was a good rhythm guitarist as well. And we had a really good little band. And then for some reason, it just didn't sort of turn into anything, which I think is a shame. We played a few gigs. We played a few festivals and concerts. Had a great time. And I love the music. We did a recording as well. I think somewhere, maybe even in my Apple Music, I think I have a copy of that recording. Do I have it? The Cologne Swing Assembly. Here it is. The rough mix of that recording. 2009 this was. And here it is. It's on here. Or it is number 19, Straighten Up and Fly Right. We did a couple of numbers with some singers as well. What did we do with singers? Can't remember now, but we did some Bessie Smith kind of stuff. But we did some amazing arrangements. Some of the old Charlie Christian arrangements. Remember Charlie Christian? If you don't, go and check him out. We did a lot of that kind of stuff. Oh, and one we did, I have to play this because I love it. One we played was the Royal Garden Blues. No new tickets, by the way, so it looks, ladies and gentlemen, like I'm getting out of it tonight, which is good as far as I'm concerned. I don't really need the music for this, but I'm going to dig it out anyway. The Royal. Oh, that was not bad. OPQR, right. Royal. It's going to be here somewhere, isn't it? There it is, the Royal Garden Blues. Ooh, this is fun. We need a theatre organ for this, really, don't we? Let's swap, ladies and gentlemen. So, my friend Opus 3, please don't run away. You will enjoy this. This is good fun. Whoosh! I love the modern Hauptwerk. It's so fast. Click. And we have a theatre organ, which is exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Garden Blues. Whoops, the Royal Garden Blues. Complete with, that's not castanets, that's a tambourine. Here for our friend Jim, we have some castanets. Cha cha cha. Jim and his cascanetes. Is Jim Cascanetes still there? I hope so. Anyway, right, no new tickets. This is splendid. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for not making me do any work tonight. You're very kind. Now, coming up, Sunday night will be organ music night, and Sunday night will probably be a slightly more relaxing night. I say that. It probably might not be, but you never know. But it might be a more relaxing night. One never knows, and we shall have to wait and see. We shall have to wait and see. So that's that. Sunday night. Now, next Wednesday, we're going to have an extra live stream. The management has dictated that we're going to have an extra live stream, and that's because I'm celebrating my birthday. So normally when you celebrate your birthday, you go out and you have dinner, you have drinks, you have fun, you have good things and all the rest of that. But no, my wife is making me work. So I will be sitting here at the usual time playing a concert, and I'm going to dedicate the concert to all of you. So no request for Wednesday night. I'm going to play my birthday concert to you. So that's going to be on Wednesday night, Wednesday 24th. And then next Friday night is going to be the end of the month. So obviously that will be Friday night is music night. And the Sunday night will then be our Back to Hymns from Around the World, which we have been doing on the last Sunday of every month. So that's coming up next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, the end of the month. So there you are. So that's rather good fun. Now, in other news, we are planning all sorts of things. We're planning something along the lines of well, let's just say we're planning it's not really a festival, but it's going to be an extended weekend. We're going to do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, this is probably going to be around or after Easter time. So get your diaries ready for that. Sometime after Easter, we're going to be doing this. And we're going to be doing some fundraising, but I can't tell you what that's going to be for yet. But let's just say it's rather exciting. And this is into the future. This is serious looking into the future kind of stuff. So that's going to be coming up. And one of those concerts during that little mini festival will be a trip around the world. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have pieces whose titles have something to do with a place somewhere around the world. It could be something classical, it could be something poppy, it could be something jazzy, it could be something rocky, it could be anything. And we're going to have a sort of a long list of tunes. And this is going to be, this is going to be like a sort of mini marathon concert. It's going to be a few hours at least. And we're going to travel all around the world and play these places from around the world. And it's going to be like a kind of sponsored concert. Like I say, this whole thing's going to be a bit of a fundraiser. But more on that nearer the time. That's going to take some planning, and we're going to see what's happening with that. It's going to be quite an interesting little number. Now, Joe, our friend Joe, is back in the land of the living. Joe spent some time having his pump worked on, and his pump is now working as it should be, at least we hope it is, and he is now currently recovering. So he was basically in his South Carolina version of the St. James Infirmary. Did you get my little heartbeat at the end? Pom, 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 pom. Did you get that? Did you get that? Ah, for our good friend Uncle Joe, who's back in the land of the living. I suppose we should say, I'm back in the saddle again. That would be that would be the kind of thing we should be playing for Joe. But no, that would be a naughty song, and we shouldn't be playing that again. We shouldn't really be playing that. Is that even in here? If that was in here, I'm playing it. Is it in here? If it is, you're getting it. I bet it's not. Back in your own backyard, Back Bay Shuffle. It's not in there. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. The Back Bay Shuffle. That's an old. That's an old blues big band number, isn't it? The Back Bay Shuffle. We might do that sometime. Not tonight. Bet you don't know this one. I bet you don't know this one. Actually, probably nobody out there knows it. Actually, I'm not even going to tell you the title. If you know what this piece of music is called, write it in the chat. I bet you don't, though. Anyone know what that's called? I love it. I haven't played that for, I'm going to say, about 15 years. I used to play in a band called The Top. It was 7 at the time, and then it was a short while the top 8, and then it went back to being the top 7. And this was a jazz promoter here in Germany who put, in his opinion, the best classic jazz musicians in Europe at the time together for a concert. And we used to play this. I loved it at the time. It's something about it's the harmonies. It's a something about that's just so cute. Nope, nobody? Nobody? Cam Kristen, this is close to you. This is very close to you. This is very close to you. It's not Maryland, my Maryland. We did that last time, or a couple of times ago. Elam Orenic, the score's too blurry to cheat. Yes, it is. That's deliberate. It looks like that in front of me as well, so don't worry. It's not just for that. Anyone? Anyone? Tmanaz480 says, you've stumped us. Ha! Good. Anyone? I'll give you a clue. It was, it's from 1927. It was written by Jimmy McHugh, somebody Healy and somebody Cahill. We've had that trio before do other things. Tmanaz480, the Cincinnati Shuffle. That's nowhere near where Cam and Kristen are. That's closer to Jerry, actually, the Cincinnati Shuffle. No, definitely not that. Cam and Kristen live down in Maryland. What's a big city down in that part of the world? It's Baltimore. And that piece of music is simply called Baltimore. There you are. Bet you didn't know that. I love it. I think that's a wonderful piece of music. Yeah, I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the midnight hour, and sadly, not a single ticket more has been sold. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, we stopped at 17. Which is wonderful. So thank you very much for 17 wonderful tickets. It's very kind, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go and look at some statistics, shall we? Some statistics. We have had 839 clicks this evening. That means people coming in and clicking on it. They might not be hanging around, but they're hanging around. We have had 160 something of you in the chat at one point. There are currently 113 of you in the chat, but we've had over 800 clicks. Imagine those 800 clickers, or even for that matter, the 100 and odd of you who were in the chat. Imagine if all of you got tickets. Oh my goodness me. I could retire at the age of 89 at this rate. That would be amazing. No, I'm being naughty. I know, I do apologize. But yes, wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for this evening. Thank you for chipping in. Thank you for helping us out. We didn't quite get to the sight reading part, so thank God for that. So I will thank you for that. That was very kind of you. Yeah. I don't know what it is, and Vanessa won't tell me. She only tells me when we get the 25. She sends me the piece of music to this thing here, and then I get to know about it. So we'll save it for the next time. And sadly, tickets don't roll over. It's not the lottery. Those are the rules. I didn't make them up. This is all Vanessa's doing. I'm afraid about that. Right. What's this? Oh, good heavens. Oh, hold on. We had a request here from earlier that I didn't see. Sorry about that. What's this? Randy Newman. Oh, my goodness. That is a wonderful piece of music. But, what's that? Oh, transposing score. That's not much fun to sight read. Piano in G and tenor saxophone written in A. So, oh, my God, that means transposing. No, sorry. Not at this time of night. Definitely not. If you can send me that as a non-transposing score, then bingo, you've got it. However, ladies and gentlemen, the midnight hour has arrived. Downstairs I can hear the kettle boiling, which means the little one is about to have her final bottle of baby milk for the night, and it means we're going over to sleepy time ourselves. So that's what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was Friday night is music night. Now tonight we're not going to close with the Bye Bye Blues. We're going to compose. We're going to close. I can't speak. I'm so exhausted. I can't speak. We're going to close with a wonderful piece of music all about a naughty lady who came back to town, and everybody enjoyed spending time with her. Let's just put it like that. It's a wonderful piece of music from Herb Nacio Brown, I believe, was the composer of this, and he wrote all about this wonderful woman and her incredible talents. See you Sunday.